How did Rome conquer half the known world, and why did its empire eventually fall? Prepare to journey back in time, students, to an era of unparalleled ambition, military genius, and profound cultural impact. We're about to uncover the secrets behind one of history's most enduring civilizations. Imagine a small settlement on 7 hills, strategically positioned along the Tiber River in central Italy. This was Rome, a city founded, according to legend, in 753 BCE. Its early inhabitants were farmers and shepherds, but their location offered natural defenses and access to trade routes. Initially ruled by kings, Rome transitioned to a republic around 509 BCE. This new system empowered citizens, at least the male elite, to elect their leaders and participate in governance. It laid the foundation for a society built on law, civic duty, and collective decision-making. The early republic was a period of constant struggle and expansion within Italy. Rome fought its neighbors, like the Latins and Samnites, gradually asserting dominance over the peninsula. This early military experience forged a disciplined and adaptable army, crucial for future conquests. Rome's growing power inevitably brought it into conflict with other major Mediterranean powers. Carthage, a formidable maritime empire based in modern-day Tunisia, was its greatest rival. Their struggle, known as the Punic Wars, would define the destiny of the ancient world. The First Punic War, 264–241 BCE, was primarily a naval conflict. Rome, initially lacking a strong fleet, innovated rapidly, developing tactics like the Corvus boarding bridge to turn sea battles into land engagements. This ingenuity secured Rome's first overseas territories, Sicily, Sardinia, and Corsica. The Second Punic War, 218–201 BCE, saw the legendary Carthaginian general Hannibal Barca unleash a devastating campaign against Rome. He famously marched elephants across the Alps, inflicting crushing defeats at Trebia, Lake Trasimene, and Cannae. Hannibal's tactical brilliance remains a subject of military study even today. Despite these setbacks, Rome's resilience and strategic depth ultimately prevailed. Led by generals like Scipio Africanus, Rome took the war to Carthage itself, culminating in Hannibal's defeat at the Battle of Zama. This victory cemented Rome's status as the dominant power in the Western Mediterranean. The Third Punic War, 149–146 BCE, was a final, brutal chapter, ending with the complete destruction of Carthage. This era of intense conflict forged Rome's military might and expanded its territorial control, but also sowed seeds of internal strife as wealth and power became concentrated. By the 1st century BCE, the Roman Republic was in turmoil. Ambitious generals, social unrest, and political corruption threatened its very foundations. This volatile environment set the stage for one of history's most iconic figures, Gaius Julius Caesar. Caesar was a brilliant politician and an even more formidable military commander. His campaigns in Gaul, modern-day France, from 5850 BCE were a masterclass in conquest and strategy. He subjugated numerous Celtic tribes, extending Roman influence to the Atlantic and gaining immense personal wealth and loyalty from his legions. His detailed accounts, Commentari de Bello Gallico, provide invaluable insights into Roman military tactics and Gallic society. These campaigns not only expanded Rome's territory, but also solidified Caesar's reputation and power, making him a hero to the Roman populace. However, Caesar's growing influence alarmed the Senate, who feared his ambition would lead to tyranny. In 49 BCE, defying senatorial orders, Caesar famously crossed the Rubicon River with his army, uttering the fateful words, "Alea iacta est," the die is cast. This act ignited a civil war against his rival, Pompey the Great. Caesar emerged victorious, becoming dictator for life. His reforms were extensive, but his autocratic rule was short-lived. In 44 BCE, he was assassinated by a group of senators who believed they were saving the Republic. Ironically, his death plunged Rome into further civil war, ultimately paving the way for an empire. Following Caesar's assassination, a power vacuum led to another brutal period of civil war. Caesar's adopted son, Octavian, emerged as the victor, skillfully navigating the treacherous political landscape. He defeated his rivals, including Mark Antony and Cleopatra, at the Battle of Actium in 31 BCE. Octavian, now the undisputed leader, understood the need for stability. He carefully consolidated power, presenting himself not as a king, but as the princeps, or first citizen. In 27 BCE, the Senate bestowed upon him the title Augustus, meaning revered one, marking the official beginning of the Roman Empire. Under Augustus, Rome entered an unprecedented era of peace and prosperity known as the Pax Romana, Roman peace. This period, lasting over 2 centuries, saw the empire reach its greatest territorial extent and cultural flourishing. Augustus reformed the army, established a stable administration, and initiated vast building projects. The Pax Romana was characterized by internal stability, economic growth, and the widespread adoption of Roman law and culture. Trade flourished across the empire's vast network of roads and sea lanes. This golden age allowed for advancements in art, literature, and engineering, leaving an indelible mark on Western civilization. Rome's history is punctuated by epic battles and encounters with diverse, often formidable adversaries. Beyond Hannibal, the empire faced numerous challenges that tested its military might and strategic acumen. These conflicts shaped its borders and defined its character. One of the most dramatic internal threats was the slave revolt led by Spartacus in 73-71 BCE. This uprising, involving tens of thousands of gladiators and slaves, exposed deep social tensions within Roman society. It took the combined forces of Crassus and Pompey to brutally suppress the rebellion, highlighting Rome's fear of internal dissent. On its northern frontiers, Rome constantly grappled with Germanic tribes. The Battle of the Teutoburg Forest in 9 CE stands as one of Rome's most devastating defeats. 3 legions, led by Publius Quinctilius Varus, were ambushed and annihilated by a coalition of Germanic tribes under Arminius. This loss halted Roman expansion into Germania. Further east, the Parthian Empire, based in Persia, proved to be a persistent rival. Their skilled horse archers and heavy cavalry often frustrated Roman legions, leading to a series of inconclusive wars over centuries. These conflicts demonstrated the limits of Roman power and the challenges of fighting in diverse terrains. From the Dacians in modern-day Romania to the desert tribes of North Africa, Rome's legions were constantly engaged. Each enemy presented unique challenges, forcing Rome to adapt its tactics, develop new fortifications, and maintain a vigilant military presence across its vast borders. The backbone of the Roman Empire was its highly organized and disciplined army. Roman soldiers, known as legionaries, were professional warriors, serving for long terms. Their training was rigorous, focusing on physical endurance, weapon proficiency, and strict adherence to orders. A legionary's daily life was demanding, involving constant drills, construction work, and marching. They were not just fighters. They were also engineers, building roads, bridges, and fortifications wherever they went. This versatility was a key factor in Rome's ability to project power and maintain control. Roman military innovations were revolutionary. The standardized equipment, including the gladius, short sword, pilum, javelin, and scutum, shield, made legions incredibly effective. The cohort system, dividing legions into smaller, more flexible units, allowed for adaptable battlefield tactics. Perhaps Rome's most enduring military legacy is its vast network of roads. These meticulously constructed arteries allowed for rapid troop movement, efficient communication, and facilitated trade across the empire. They were crucial for both conquest and maintaining control over conquered territories. Beyond roads, Roman engineering prowess extended to siege engines like catapults and ballistae, sophisticated camp construction, and defensive fortifications like Hadrian's Wall. These innovations demonstrate Rome's practical genius and its commitment to military superiority. Despite its immense power, the Roman Empire was not immune to internal and external pressures. After the Pax Romana, a period of increasing instability and crisis began to erode its foundations. The 3rd century CE, in particular, was marked by profound challenges. Internal struggles included frequent changes in emperors, often through assassination or military coups. This crisis of the 3rd century saw over 20 emperors in just 50 years, leading to political instability and civil wars that drained resources and weakened the central government. Economic issues also plagued the empire. Inflation, debasement of coinage, and disruptions to trade routes undermined prosperity. The cost of maintaining a vast army and bureaucracy became unsustainable, leading to heavy taxation and widespread discontent among the populace. External threats intensified as well. Germanic tribes, pushed by other migrating groups, exerted increasing pressure along the Rhine and Danube frontiers. The Sassanid Persian Empire in the east also posed a formidable challenge, engaging Rome in costly wars. The empire grew too large to effectively govern and defend. Communication was slow, and local governors often acted independently. This overextension, combined with internal strife and economic woes, created a perfect storm that gradually weakened the once invincible empire. By the late 4th and 5th centuries CE, the Western Roman Empire was in terminal decline. Barbarian invasions became more frequent and devastating. In 410 CE, the Visigoths sacked the city of Rome itself, a symbolic blow that shocked the ancient world. The final blow came in 476 CE, when the Germanic chieftain Odoacer deposed the last Western Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus. This event is traditionally considered the fall of the Western Roman Empire. The Eastern Roman Empire, also known as the Byzantine Empire, continued for another 1,000 years, preserving much of Roman culture and law. However, Rome's legacy did not end with its political collapse. Its influence profoundly shaped Europe and the world. Roman law forms the basis of legal systems in many countries, emphasizing concepts like justice, property rights, and citizenship. Roman architecture and engineering continue to inspire, from grand arches and aqueducts to the enduring principles of concrete construction. Latin, the language of Rome, evolved into the Romance languages, French, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, Romanian, and heavily influenced English vocabulary. The Roman concept of a unified, organized state, its military strategies, and its administrative structures provided models for future empires and nations. Even today, we see echoes of Roman governance, urban planning, and cultural values in our modern world. The story of Rome is a powerful lesson in the rise and fall of civilizations. It teaches us about the importance of leadership, innovation, resilience, and the complex interplay of internal and external forces. The Roman Empire may have fallen, but its spirit and achievements continue to resonate, reminding us that even the greatest empires are built by human hands and shaped by human choices. The Roman Empire's journey, from a small city-state to a vast dominion, offers invaluable insights into human ambition, organization, and the cycles of history. Its triumphs and failures continue to inform our understanding of power, governance, and societal change. What lessons can we draw from Rome's rise and fall? How do its innovations in law, engineering, and military strategy still influence our world today? Consider how the challenges Rome faced, from social inequality to external threats, mirror issues we grapple with in our own time. We encourage you to delve deeper into this fascinating period. Explore the lives of its emperors, the daily routines of its citizens, and the intricate details of its military campaigns. The Roman Empire is not just history, it's a living testament to human potential and the enduring power of ideas.